What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the weekly arena video, guys. This is my Platinum Arena reset for this week. Now, I gotta say it, guys. It's been crazy. It's been total chaos, okay? Plarium busted the endgame arena like never before. And what I mean by saying that is that level 50, level 60 players are dominating Platinum Arena, okay? So, Plarium will definitely fix this. So, one advice from a friend to another: waste all your gems that you have right now, farm your Great Hall, okay? Farm that Great Hall if you care about it, because once this is gonna get fixed, you won't be getting into Gold 5 and Platinum Arena as easy as you are currently getting in, you know? So as usual, guys, we're gonna go over my arena reset. We're gonna see what sort of mistakes I did, what I've done right, what teams I used, how is the meta adapting on a weekly basis. We actually used tons of different teams. We've been flawless, okay? So we haven't lost a single fight in offense this week. We actually had some easy teams to farm. We had some crazy teams to farm as well. But basically, guys, right now we're running this team with the Necret, Tranda, Nuker, and Kaimar. This is kind of like my safety net when I'm going against Rotoses, when I'm going against Nuke Hegemons and they might have a Lydia or something where it can actually create me problems. Or if I'm going against a crazy Nuker or something like that, I prefer to go with this team as a safety net. Like this one right here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a Nuke Hegemon or what exactly is gonna happen, you know? But right now, what I'm actually doing is I'm going like this because they have no threat. No Warlord, no Kaimar to sleep my team or anything like that. So that's why I'm using that team. Against this one, I'm gonna have to use Warlord. So we're gonna go with Molly, Arbiter, Tranda, and like this, I'm gonna lock his Foley. Foley can be a pretty big threat, actually. If you're going with Kaimar and you're sleeping him, or you're gonna provoke him with your Molly before you lock him, he can actually wreck your team. You know, he can block revive on your Nuker or something like that, and that's gonna put you out of business. You see, we're farming quite a lot of easy teams because that's kind of like what happened to Platinum Arena during this reset. And honestly, it's not a bad thing because you're farming easy teams, okay? The main idea is the point gap from number 1 to number 500 is so small that if you're doing one mistake, you're losing one fight, you can literally be out of Platinum, okay? The point gap is super low. Plus, is more RNG involved in terms of the winners of the high placement. People that they've never been able to go into Platinum Arena now can actually be in the top 10 if they have a good RNG on their last few fights and climb quick, you know? So this is a very bad system. It's definitely not appreciated by any endgame players or anything like that. So this time around, I remember from the previous week, we're gonna bring in Ramantu to go against this team because we weren't able to land the bombs with Shazar on his Wither last time. Well, guess what? That's not gonna happen again, okay? We're gonna get it down like this. And you've seen I actually used the Shazar without having immunity on him. And probably you guys are like, wow, what if he was getting stunned by that Hegemon? It's fine, you know? It's actually even better if it gets stunned because the enemy is gonna take a turn, reaction is gonna pop off, and then I can come in with the bombs and put them directly on a one turn cooldown and explode as soon as they're getting their next turn. So that's fine. Shazar is not the most important key. Once I'm gonna lock them with Warlord, even if Shazar gets stunned, is not a problem. So we're at 47 mark. You know, whenever I'm running this team, guys, you kind of know how it runs. I've used it a lot in the previous weeks. You've seen how it works out. Actually, Slick Rick, he started using this against my own defense, which was pretty funny to see, because yeah, my defense was not able to counter this offense team either, you know. It was not prepared for it. There we go. 1 minute and 11 seconds. Not a very fast farm because of that Ursaga being so slow, having the reaction, you know. So we're actually going against some different sort of teams, okay? We're gonna use Rotos a bit more. We're gonna use Immunity team a bit more often, I would say. And Double Hegemon, the bully team. That's how I'm calling this one right here. I actually like it because it can be such a quick farm. I explained to you last week that a lot of times when they have Valkyries, it's pretty trendy now to have a damage build Valk, you know, like 1 year ago, over 1 year ago when I was rocking my Valkyrie for damage, was tons of fun. You were getting a lot of victories in your defense. I'm still running actually a damage Valk because I have multiple ones, but it's a pretty fun one. So you gotta be prepared to get clapped when you're going against a team like that, or even a shield Valkyrie, for example. There's so many different options against those teams. So when you're going with nuke hegemons against it, you really gotta be prepared to get smacked, you know. So here we go. This is what 1-2 mess, if I'm not mistaken. He has a nuke hegemon like since in forever. He's actually a pretty crazy hegemon, you know. He nukes very hard. I remember back in the day sometimes he was managing to one-shot my Arbiter, which was pretty crazy actually. I guess Harm Smasher proccing and all the good luck. But again, right here, we cannot land the bombs on that hegemon because he was protected by Necret, having that immunity, you know. So that actually slows us down a bit. Not being able to do enough damage with the bombs on a Duchess, for example, that cost us a bit as well because we're constantly gonna have to focus on her to take her down as fast as possible, you know. But here we are. Okay, Necret. What is Necret doing? Down. So it took us over 1 minute. And one thing, actually, let me just stop it. One thing that I don't like here, guys, is that when I'm running this team, whenever I have immunity on Lord Shazar, so sometimes he's going to use his A2, he's going to lose the ally protection from Necret. Well, Necret usually prioritizes the lead, you know. So it seems like whenever I have immunity on Lord Shazar, Necret kind of ignores him and moves over to the next champion in the positioning, in the lead. So he's going to move to Warlord, and it's pretty weird that he always does that. That's why a lot of times you're going to have to stop and manual this team to make sure you're still protecting your Lord Shazar, because this one, for example, it costed me probably like 10-15 seconds just to kill that hegemon without having a DPS champion in, you know, because I haven't paid enough attention to it, and bang, Lord Shazar died with because of the A1 from a hegemon there. And we got a 1 minute 29. That's definitely not an optimal fight. Now, I knew that I was gonna win it. That's why I haven't backed out. Usually, I'm not hanging around for too long in fights where I know that I cannot make a comeback from, you know. And that was a pretty straightforward victory. Now, we're kind of checking a bit the defense, you know. We got a couple of wins in. Nothing too recent, though. They've been wins from before. So right now is 850, basically. 10 minutes till the reset ends. And yeah, we got a couple of losses. Definitely not good. You see Slick Rick using the same team against my defense here. And another refresh here and there. Because there's so many easy teams in Platinum during reset, and this reset is going to be the same cup of tea, I really feel like I'm going to have to start focusing on those teams more and forget about the more powerful teams that we're finding at the bottom list, or the teams that thinking that, okay, this guy might win the reset, so let me give him a couple of losses on his defense, let me get some points from him to try and stop him from winning, you know. But I feel like I'm gonna have to focus a lot of my fights on the lower teams, the kind of like the easier teams, you know. Faster farms, maybe slightly less points, but if I manage to do 10, 20-second fights, 2-3 of them, you know, it's much better than just farming one. You're definitely gaining points like that, you know. So 30 plus seconds, a fairly decent team here. I like it when it's under 50 seconds for tanky teams like this, you know. I think it's a pretty decent time. 46 seconds, that was pretty good. And we're actually gonna get in a few easy fights, okay, that we're gonna clap in like even under 10 seconds if I remember it correctly. Is definitely getting closer to it. Right here you see we're going with Hegemon. Now, I don't have crazy speed on my champions, you know. I have my speed gear spread around. Sometimes I am focusing everything on Sifi, and then she's gonna be a bit faster than she is at the moment, but I'm not doing that very often, and I don't know what to expect from everyone, you know, because I don't want to lose any sort of fights. I'm already going with that mindset in that everyone is faster than me, So I'm bringing in this hegemony here just to decrease the turn meter from that Sifi, just to make sure I will get the turn before them, you know. Sleep them. Honestly, Krisk used to be amazing for Arena when the shield meta was kind of something, but for the last, like, I don't know, 6+ months, maybe even more than that, time is just flying, the shield meta is kind of gone, like, completely, you know, so shield is pretty useless. A Krisk can't do much in Arena anymore, you know, so this bang, 27 seconds, Rotos for the win. I really wanted to get a second one during this 10x, but it didn't happen. Again, we're going in with Rotos here. Leorius, tons of different ways to counter him, but we have that Valkyrie, so I'm gonna try and go in with Hegemon to decrease the turn meter on his Arbiter, because I wasn't sure how fast she is, you know, so I just wanted to make sure we are carrying on point. I don't want to risk it for no reason, you know. Bang, get down the Reviver after we got down the main threat, and from here on, even if that Warlord, for example, was gonna lock my team, we're still gonna be like a 15 seconds fight, and that's it. Call it goodbye there. 37 seconds, pretty decent farm on that team actually. And what else we have in store here? Let's see. We're going against for his team. I think it was a 40+ seconds farm before, was pretty safe. So we said, yeah, let's do it again. He locked my my neck rate. Whenever you're getting that lock on his skills, it definitely slows you down on here, because you don't have the ally attacks to deal with Wither faster, and just to get more HP down from that Duchess, you know. So it can be a bit slower when he's locked, but not the end of the world, you know. That's kind of like what matters. Okay. I wish that Lord Shazar would actually have the A3 on a shorter cooldown. Like, I don't know, just one turn less would be actually amazing. So we get that done as well. You see, 5,827 points. Now, this has been fluctuating just like 50 points higher, 50 points lower, and you're top in the very top 3 or at the very bottom of top 500. You know, that's how crazy it was with this arena reset, and it's gonna be the same thing again. The points are just so goddamn tight, you know. What do we have here? Let's see. I can't remember it. Yeah, so I think I'm going against Clarity here. Yeah, we're gonna use pretty much the classic team, right? We're gonna go with Kaimar, we're gonna go with Warlord, we're gonna go with Soulless, and we're gonna go in with Sifi. So even if we don't lock that Cardiel, we're gonna lock the rest of the threat. Is kind of like disappearing. They do have that revive on that, but it's not the end of the world. They don't have any crazy champions to tank in, like a Duchess or like Ursaga, for example. Yeah, Necret is in there, but his passive doesn't soak damage for the entire team, you know. So that's kind of like the main thing. We knew what to expect out of it. And still, under 30 seconds, 29 seconds, that's a pretty good time. The more teams you find like this, the better for you, right? So I think we're actually starting to kick in some ass right now, because we're about to find easier teams to fight, you know. I should have attacked that team down there. I don't know why I haven't went in with some team. For some reason, I just skipped it. I don't know why. What I had in my mind, thinking like, okay, I don't wanna mess around with that team for some reason. I wasn't sure probably how fast is that Lady Kimi. I've seen some crazy Lady Kimis though, like honestly, some very crazy ones. I think we're going against Authentic right here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go in with the bombs. I know that a lot of people might run Stone Skin, like there we go, Kaimar in Stone Skin, Duchess in Stone Skin, and even though we do have that Cardiel that can actually decrease a bit the damage that we do with Lord Shazar, not the bomb damage, but the normal damage, is still not a problem, you know, like we lock him with Warlord, even if he has immunity, that might slow us a bit down, but that's fine, you know. We're still gonna go and get it down. Taking no prisoners, guys, you know, taking no prisoners. Let's see, what else do we have here? How long is taking us this fight? Okay, that went in pretty straightforward. 38 seconds, sweet. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Now, we see that team at the bottom. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna miss on that one, you know. Bring in the bully team. Bring in the bully team, the G-Bank team, and let's smack it. one thing to keep in mind, you definitely wanna auto this, manual this, sorry, not auto. Whenever they have stone skin, hegemons, they're gonna go crazy and use the A1 instead most of the time. So you wanna go on manual and use the nuke skill. That was like, what, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. We get another one similar with it. And of course, I'm not gonna forgive this team either. Get it in under 10 seconds. I love this baby, you know. I wanna fight 100 like this. That's how it used to be back in the day when we were doing Platinum Arena, you know, like quick farms, just bang, 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 like literally like a machine gun. Just rack them, rack them, rack them, rack them. We're looking at the bottom. What else are we finding here? Mitralas can be pretty tricky against, depending what sort of offense teams you're running, you know. I don't have many teams prepared to deal with Mitralas, especially if they have a very fast warlords in the teams, you know. So sometimes I'm like, hold your thought. So again, we're going to go against this team. He has Wither, and we have, instead of warlord, we have that Yumeko. Now, I like Yumeko, don't get me wrong. I feel like she is one of that champion, the illusion champion. We have warlord. I still prefer warlord over Yumeko. I love the idea of her passive. She doesn't need immunity, how you guys can see it on the screen, but I feel like why not use warlord? I'm gonna fully lock your team, okay? 4-turn cooldown, 5-turn cooldown. Yumeko does it for 3-turn cooldown on a 5-turn cooldown, okay? So that means that you're gonna be able to recover straight after it, and the fight is gonna be much shorter. I'm gonna win against your team much faster than I would win if you have a warlord, for example. Plus, the turn meter can mess up the entire thing. You're getting the heal. Don't get me wrong, I still think Yumeko is one of the best champions in the game, but I feel like he's kind of like the illusion champion. Right here, we got Lord Shazar stunned. Exactly what I was explaining you before, you know? It's not a problem. You don't have to worry about it. Because right now, we're going to be able to just land in the bombs. Probably most of them, they took their turns. So reaction is just not going to stop us here. So that's perfectly fine. It's actually better than we thought it's going to be. Plus, we had the bad luck of not being able to increase the accuracy on my warlord because the decreased turn meter went on a Kimi, and his Wither actually got resisted. So even if my Lord Shazar was able to land the bombs, I was still not using that skill. I was waiting one more turn, waiting for her to cleanse, you know. But there we go. This is a bit faster than the previous run. Is under a minute. We're taking it as a win. 58 seconds. We have 50 seconds left, guys. Quickly looking to see if we are able to kick in another fight. Preferably something that we can farm quick to ensure that we are getting in the points. And this one looks like the perfect candidate. Now again, I don't know how fast this dude is, so we're gonna risk it, you know. We were at the limit, I would say. We were at the limit. But there we go. Swift parry proccing left and right. It's still so much RNG involved in the game because of Swift parry, you know. And another Swift parry proc. Thankfully, she revived instead of Siphi before. If no, this was gonna take even longer, and that was gonna cost us 28 seconds, and we have 5 seconds left. I know that I cannot do another fight. For some reason, I don't know why I haven't clicked on top players. I think I was still kind of like half asleep, checking out the defense. We actually got a few defeats in here, so definitely not the best. Okay, we lost quite a good amount of points. -12, -11, -11, -10. Some of them didn't return, you know, because they knew that it's not a fast farm on my team. Slick Rick went with the bombs. That's probably the fastest way to farm my defense that I used during the reset. So GG's to that. Okay, that's it pretty much. So this is kind of like the last 15 minutes. That's kind of like the main thing that I'm looking at. Not a lot of losses, but no wins. So that's a problem, you know. If we're looking at the offense, we went in flawless, baby. We managed to kick in quite a few fights. Now, this reset, I'm gonna go ham on the easier teams, probably for the entire last 15 to 20 minutes, and just farm those ones like mad, okay? Because we're getting quick points. That's it pretty much. Quick points. And where are we? Where are we? The last 18 minutes. I'm not sure how many fights we actually managed to throw in. I haven't actually counted them. But guess what, guys? Like, you've seen last week we lost 1 or 2 fights. 2 weeks ago we lost 1 or 2 fights. And we've done top 15 every single week for the last 4 weeks or so. Well, check this out. Number 46, man. We've been flawless, okay? Like, we kicked ass and we finished number 46 just because of how the arena system was working this time around. The points were super tight. Probably I got that loss literally at the end on my defense. That knocked me down quite a lot. 10 points were probably putting me in top 10, you know, like with the amount of points I had. So was pretty crazy. Expect to have the exact same problem during this reset. A lot of you guys might not finish in Platinum Arena because of it. If you're doing a mistake at the end or you're getting a couple of losses on your defense, you're gonna finish in Gold 5 because of how the point system is working at the moment. It's pretty bad. So hopefully Plarium will quickly fix this system because it's pretty bad for Platinum Arena. Guys, that was all for this video. Let me know in the comments down below how was your arena reset for this week. And appreciate all of you guys watching. Hopefully you learned something new. I will show you some of the builds on the champions actually because I kind of forget to do that all the time. So let's see what we used more often. I'm gonna show you my Rotos. I'm gonna show you my Kaimar. And what else I'm gonna show you? Tranda, Immunity Tranda, we used her. I can't even remember. Probably we used her at the beginning. But we managed to empower her today. We pulled one Tranda. And let's see if we're going a bit down. This is my Ramantu. Immunity, almost 700 accuracy. He's kind of slowish. I'm not using him that much, honestly. I'm not using him that much. And my Kaimar right here, Immunity Kaimar. These are the total stats on him. 57k HP, 341 speed, 680 accuracy. I can easily take him to 350 speed with glyphs, but it's no need for it. It might get too fast for my nukers after, and I'm gonna have to change too many builds, so I prefer to keep it like this. Masteries, Eagle Eye as tier 6, of course, so that's pretty much how we're rolling with him. What else we use that I haven't showed you in previous arena reset videos? I showed you the bomb team in multiple videos. I'm not gonna go over it again, guys. I'm kind of trying to remember what I haven't showed you. I showed you Nacred multiple times, shield set Nacred. And what else? Let's see. Warlord, Immunity Warlord. 650 accuracy, 320 speed. Masteries, Eagle Eye as tier 6 as well. Slightly different than what we had on Kaimar. And just Rotos is kind of like the last champion that I use quite a bit, right? So this is my Rotos. Unfortunately, the accessories are not amazing on him, so I'm still lacking a lot of attack, you know? I feel like more attack would definitely help him quite a bit, but here is where we are. 5.9k attack. When we're in Platinum, we have around 6k attack on him. Masteries, as tier 6, we have Ham Smasher. Pretty typical masteries for a nuker. And I feel like that's about it, guys. That's about it from the champions that I kind of used. Leorius, yeah, I used Leorius a couple of times actually in the G-Bank team, the Bully team. And where is he hiding? He as well needs some glyphs. He needs some attack glyphs just to give him more attack. He's not on Cruel with that Savage set, unfortunately, but these are kind of like his stats overall, guys. But yeah, that was all for this video. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.